You're live. And I'm going to pull it up on my phone.
All right, guys. Everybody getting joined in. Hope we got volume.
Yes, we have volume. See right here? Where the
I
mouse
see it lining up now. So maybe we're good to go.
I think I did it all right this time. Let's see here. My channel. Let's turn the volume off.
Hey, Pete.
Hey, Pete.
What's going on, bud?
The birthday boy.
Happy birthday, man.
You had a birthday this week.
This week. What I'm talking about.
Coonridge, how are you?
Welcome, Coonridge.
Instant shop. Yeah.
Everything good so far on this live, guys?
Can y'all hear us?
Hello,
Hey,
Sunny
Eli.
Man. Eli. Helen, how are you?
Hey, Miss Helen. We're trying to see if we got this scheduled right and all that kind of stuff. I'm learning. I was doing one step wrong every single time. And Mark from Overlook Valley said he was doing the same thing. Hey, Clendon. How are you? I borrowed your shirt. He's wearing my Mimsy shirt. I had a Broussard shirt on. I went and put the PoorBoys on.
Made her feel bad when I put hers on.
A little big. Good. Glad you're doing okay, Miss Helen. Hey, Heaven's Essentials. So, Pete, what did you get good for your birthday besides those giant tomatoes? Hot, working on the championship watermelons.
What I'm talking about.
Hey, Michelle. Hey, I didn't do watermelons like that because, it's my first time stuff. But I finally got some Yamada cream seeds from Baker Creek. Best watermelon I've ever tasted. And it's not keto. So I cut me a little bitty triangle piece. I mean, I'm talking a little bitty. Made my head spin.
We're doing great, Helen.
It's good. Hey, Mud Hut.
Good evening, Mud Hut. Welcome to the chat.
You're not late. We just turned it on.
Just getting started.
Yeah. We're just trying to make sure things are actually set and we're doing. I've been out mowing grass all day and then helping him work on the Pink Panther. We want to get that thing ready and get some racing going on, don't we?
Yeah. Started working on it. Hey, Jen, Fairytale Creations. How are you?
Jen. Hey, Jen, did you get some Marco Polos from Elon today? They Marco'd us, about an hour ago or two? And said, well, it's probably 2 hours. Said they were halfway. And she said, tell Fairy. I said, hey, is she with you? I was like, that girl loves her some fairy tale. Hey, Tracy.
Banana Melon.
Tracy says Terry. PoorBoy. PoorBoy Homestead is his channel. Oh, you ain't got to tag everybody. Clean just make sure we don't get a ugly person in there. Hey, Mark. Yeah, Jen, she was all about
Mark,
some fairy.
what's up, bud?
I think she did that yesterday whenever she was Marco and me. It was, where's Fairy? Where's Fairy? I'm like, okay, you're Marco and me. Why are you asking me where she's at?
You too, Tracy. Nice to meet you.
Marco, her.
Got my Coca-Cola Zero going on.
Makes you ill, Eli? Well, I've never tried it. It's like a cream colored flesh. I've never even tried a yellow flesh that I can remember. Maybe when I was a kid. I don't know. It was really good, and I was afraid they wouldn't like it because they'd never tried it. But everybody seemed to really love it.
I think you can.
And I do can summer squash.
I think you can at any time.
It's probably that's on the second from the top shelf over my head. That yellowish looking. That may be some. I didn't can a whole lot of it this year, but I do. I freeze some, and then I can some.
Just the smell of watermelons, single man, makes you ill.
Yeah, the Kajari melons were very hard to get. The Yamada melons were hard to get because Stacy from Doug and Stacy talked about them last year at Baker Creek Seed Festival. So it took me all winter long to snatch one package of that. And then the Kajari melons, after Jess did her stuff last year, they've been just staying out. But I did get 1 pack of those too. And it does get a little mushy, but you can use them in casseroles on the squash. Sorry, y'all. I'm like a squirrel. But anyway, I told Chris he's got the Baker Creek is going to sponsor him at 2 different festivals. I said, if you come across those Yamada creams or those Kajaris, first get your mama some Kajari, but then I want some Kajari and I want some Yamada creams.
Got rock salt. Oh, okay.
Got rock salted meals. Yeah. What's that mean?
Said the thought of watermelon said it makes him ill.
Oh, so it makes. Oh, I thought he meant it made him sick. It must be making him mad.
He got rock salted.
What's that mean?
Well, I don't know exactly.
All right, Eli, tell us what rock salted means. Did somebody hit you with it, shoot you with it, like out of a BB gun? I've never pickled them. The only thing I ever kind of pickle is jalapenos. I don't do pickles or anything. My neighbor does, and I tried to grow her some cucumbers, but
hello, Hornack Farms.
They would get too large overnight. So I gave her some seeds and said, "You do it."
Y'all be careful.
Yeah, Wendy, be careful. I'm glad you stopped in here.
Homestead and Hustle. Good evening.
Oh, I thought you were one of mine. Hang on, Wendy. You can practice on me too. Wendy, I just wrenched you. Homestead and Hustle. I was thinking about you a while ago. I was thinking about y'all's get up video. I need to show it to PoorBoy. It's so cute. It's so cute.
So Wayne. No, I like one more fitting getting soldered in, and I can start hooking everything up, Wayne.
Oh, he busted him. He was stealing watermelons and got busted.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, try to grow you or get you some Yamada creams. It's totally different than a regular watermelon, so it shouldn't bother your emotional side at all. Shouldn't bring up bad memories. It's pretty cool stuff. I am going to do a tiny short little video about it, not how to preserve it or anything, just about it because I'm so impressed with it. You have a large one you're watching. Ooh. Awesome. Don't let McClendons know that.
I got it wired up on the water pump. Just about like one more wire running to installing my toggle switch on it, and one wire running to it. And I think I got my relay wired up, mount my relay, and I'll be done with the water pump. Now, I haven't fooled that boat yet, so I'm kind of waiting to last to do that. To see if I got to pull it all off anyway to do a cam swap, then I ain't going to fool with it right now. Kind of see what's up with that cam and those lifters before I get too much further with that water pump.
Let's see, Michelle. I'm tagging you. There you go.
What was
banana melon.
What was that we eat? What was that you grew?
A Yamada cream. That's what we're talking about.
Okay. It looked like a banana melon to me.
It's not yellow. It's cream color.
It was good.
Porky fingers. Oh, yay. I have porky fingers too. But on an x-ray, my fingers are really tiny, which is crazy because to me they look fat. Of course, my ring size is like, it depends on the ring, but some of them are 5s and then some are 7s. So
now, what's the difference on a banana melon?
Shape, flavor.
Flavor different?
Uh-huh.
They don't taste like banana, do they?
I don't know. I've never had one.
Oh.
The Kajari melon, mine's got some little bitty ones on there. I don't know if they're going to have time to get.
Hello, Geeky Gardens.
They're not. Hey, Mr. Jack. But they smelled like the plant itself when I put them in my garden. They smelled tropical. The plant itself. That was just incredible to me, too. You like Crenshaws and cantaloupes? I've got some planted, but the weeds are so bad over there. I don't even know if there's anything over there. I
love the smell of cantaloupe.
He won't eat it, though.
A bite or two of it, and that's it. That's all I handle. But I love the smell of them.
Mud Hut, when you get, I don't know how long have you been doing keto? Let me know that.
Yeah, the cantaloupe smell wonderful to me.
Hey, Brother Donnie, how are you?
Oh, Donnie, how are you this evening?
I had him listening to you the other night.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
You'll have to tell him about your church. Let's see. Okay. I'm trying to read the chat, y'all.
Oh.
You like the McClendon? You like the way the banana melons look? Almost 2 weeks total keto, but I started doing a cut back on carbs and processed. Yep, that is a good way to start. I know a lot of people jump in cold turkey.
That's hard to do.
I started by cutting out carbs slow first too, and then moved into it. I'll tell you, the first 4 months is a detoxing time, but within a few weeks, you should really notice an increase in your energy and things like that. But if you have any problems at all, you can email me, and if you have Marco Polo, we can get on there and chit chat. I can answer a lot of questions about it. I've been doing it 2.5 years. I still have 40 pounds that I'm hanging on to, but I told y'all that's this thyroid stuff that I have to battle. And I'll get there though. And then when I do, I'll probably try to do a little bit of low carb add-ins. Not much though, because they make me feel so bad. Like that melon was awesome the other day, but I'm telling y'all, my head was spinning.
Most people jump into keto.
Oh, kilo.
I got hot today several times.
Pushing drugs.
They jump in on it, just whole game right off the bat. And it's better to ease into it and get yourself used to it. It sounds real good, especially if you like meats and stuff like that. But if you just jump cold turkey into it, after a while you get tired of just meat, so you kind of got to ease yourself into it. That's the way. I never did do it full pledged all out anyway. I cheat every once in a while, but I still of course 3 months, wasn't it? 30-something pounds.
It was less than that. It seemed like it was
that I
2
lost
weeks.
on it, but just by cutting back and easing into it.
He did more low carb. I never have gotten him to even go 3 days fully keto. I just Eli, yeah, I will. There's a lot of me still left. A lot. No, I don't plan the garden about keto. The reason is because I've got the 2-patient crew and him.
I just seen that, Michelle.
And he doesn't eat a whole lot of vegetables. I sneak them in on him. I've cooked a recipe or something here and there, and he's like, well, don't feed me spinach, or I'm not eating cauliflower. And he's steady poking it in, didn't know it. I hide stuff. That's about the only way to get him to eat it, is if he doesn't realize it's there.
Yeah, Michelle said, what's the difference between a good melon and Little Debbie?
What?
Michelle
said, what was the difference?
Between a good watermelon and a Little Debbie. You can't just get off a Little Debbie as a cold turkey either.
Ain't no difference. They're both sugar. And the melons are not keto at all.
Uh-oh, Jen, you went to
But
Walmart?
Since I grew it, I wanted to try it.
On the
because I know it was
3rd of the
organic.
month. Girl,
because I grew it.
What is you thinking? Only need one thing. Hey, I tell you what, I went around to the back to the service department. If you only needed one thing and going in there at it, I'd have went around there and parked on the side.
Hey, 2 bees, 1 flower. How are you? Reap what you sow. Getting off work, letting y'all play. Thank you. That Debbie heifer. Yeah, she's a salty heifer. Y'all ask Piper Homestead. Hey, Heather. Y'all, I almost got in trouble.
Sure did.
joking about Little Debbie being a salty heifer. I don't remember whose live it was on. Do you remember? But she came in and commented. It was Overlook Valleys. It had to be, because that's who we've been joking with so much about Little Debbie. But there was a Debbie that jumped in and commented right as I was posting about Little Debbie being a salty heifer.
Oh, Foxy the
Poor
Track
woman
Man.
thought I was talking about her. She said, "Excuse me."
2 bees, 1 flower.
I was like, "Oops,"
Good
and I
evening.
didn't see it right then because I had to run and take care of the patient. So,
All right, Incense Shop.
Denise,
Y'all too.
hey Foxy,
Y'all have a good night.
Denise at
Thanks.
Gemini was trying to cover my tracks for me. I like to get in trouble. Mud Hut, yeah. While you're getting used to keto, they don't exercise a whole lot because it doesn't burn burning the calories. That's not part of that. It doesn't work.
Crystal
You don't
Creek.
have to count your calories like your average diet. You want to make sure you get enough. That's the main reason to count calories, because keto, it's hard to get a lot of calories in that your body actually does need.
Foxy Tractor Man's feeling sad today. What's up, my man? What's
Night
going on?
intent. Feeling sad? Then get outside with that camera and do a walk and talk for me, and show me all the stuff around your place, because I like seeing the old trucks and stuff. Or I tell you what, even better, instead of walking and talking, because it kind of makes you bouncy, sit down
2
somewhere
bees,
in a
1
tree
flower.
where it's cool and talk to me. I'll watch it.
They wouldn't. Walmart wouldn't let you go in with your dog, single man.
Eli,
That's
that's a lawsuit ground.
Yeah, they should have done that. Bad management.
Yeah, our Walmart here has it posted this only service dogs are allowed. When
Yes,
Roxy
Tracy.
was a puppy, I snuck her in.
Yes,
Thought I
Tracy.
turned that
I'm the pink car man. Thank you.
Peanuts, Peppers, you dealing with animals? What's going on with your animals? Yeah, all service dogs are allowed in Walmart here. And like I said, when Roxy was a little bitty, we snuck her in. One of the managers was in the pet aisle. They didn't say a word, but the next time, one of the other managers did. But now Home Depot and Lowe's, they'll let you take your dogs in, whether they're service dogs or not.
Abby's last live with a pie and sweet.
What are you reading?
Incense Shop. Said yes, but I'm going to watch Abby's last 5. Okay.
I'll tell her we said hey. I didn't know she was on right now. Appreciate
you coming in, Incense Shop. Oh, sad to hear that, Foxy. Oh, it's always a hard thing to lose a friend.
They left you too. Hey, J-Dog. All right, Jen, don't spend all your money. November's coming.
So, J-Dog.
We was talking about that today.
Yeah, that's fastly coming. Whole wheat bread day.
Definitely not keto, but I just eat slices with my family. There's a keto bread recipe. Jen and I make it. I don't make it very often, but it is tomato season, and you gotta have a tomato sandwich. So I made keto bread and tore that stuff up. That's good, but I can just eat the tomato. I don't care. Hot.
Yeah, it's warm.
Hot here, J-Dog. Very hot.
So, Claybank.
How are you? Claybank, tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. PoorBoy will be doing his devotion. Jump in there. I know you were talking about on yours the other day that nobody else was doing that. He's doing that. This will be the 3rd week.
Not today, Country Homestead Preacher. We ain't got any today. They had like 80% out this morning. Then as the day went on, they've done dropped it down to like 20 now, I think. And it's partly cloudy outside, so it don't look like we're gonna get any today.
Mud Hut. I like it. It is different. It's just almond flour, butter, a little baking powder, and an egg. I think that's it.
So
It's
say it's
called
hot in
90-second
Ohio.
bread. You can Google it. 90-second bread.
Hello, Hidden Valley.
Hey,
Welcome.
Scott.
How y'all doing?
Hey, 2.5 acres. How are you? Hot and dry there. Not sure if these tomatoes are going to make it to fall. I'm actually trying an experiment because it is so hot here. I've got a couple seeds in pots over there.
Working and listening. All right, Scott. Appreciate that, buddy.
Yeah, you be safe on that crane, boy.
Always,
you need to shoot me an email so I can get you his Marco when y'all can chit chat sometime.
Yeah, give me a shout out. But I always wanted to run one at one time, a crane. Especially in these, when I drove a log truck to unload these logs and big cranes are doing that, I always wanted to run one of them. Goats for the homestead. All right. I was on Discord and my friend told me that her and her sisters were leaving YouTube. Makes the marriage right. Oh, I hadn't done Discord. Hey, Benny's. I just can say Benny's, but welcome from Germany. Dave, what's going on? Heaven's Essentials. Good evening. Hey, Dave. How are you? His devotion will be on this channel tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, 12 noon Eastern. So that's kind of when we decided to do it. It's just easier. There's not other folks doing it at that time. And it's kind of around what church time would normally be, for those, that doesn't go or can't go for whatever reasons, So it's kind of not, and, we want feedback on that. If that's a good time to stick with, we want to stick with that time, or what's best for everybody that can chime in. I know it's hard to get perfect time for everybody, so we just kind of choose what normal church time would be. Yeah, we just wanted to make it something to encourage those, especially those that want to go to church, can't go to church. So yeah, 2Bs. We were supposed to got a big chance of rain. They got it out for tomorrow and Monday. Thanks, Heather. Official Wallace. Hey, what's Jamaican dance hard? Just passing through. Big up. Just dropped my new song. All right. Hello, Flat Earth Farms. What's going on? You? The stream is lit. Y'all are sitting in the storm shelter, Clay Bank? Is it y'all are getting some bad weather right now? I hope it's not for any reason other than just to be cool. We hadn't been watching the weather. His dad's back there watching Westerns. I don't know if you can hear that at all. The little Invest weather system, is it affecting y'all, Clay Bank? Yep, hit that thumbs up. Yeah, hit the thumbs up, guys, when you're coming in. Appreciate that. Let's see. Let me pull this thing up. I've been looking at one of these top of the grounds. I've been trying to talk Anna into it. That just sits on top of the ground. They're pretty neat looking to me. I myself trust them. She don't. I would rather have something dug out and under the ground and big enough that we could put shelves in there so I could store canning stuff. I mean, I have another motive besides hiding from a storm. I want to have storage. Tawana Jeffries, hello. How are you? Hey, Tawana. So, y'all tell him if he's going to do it, he needs to dig it under the ground. Let's concrete in there or something, put supports in there. Let's make some shelves. Let's do it right if we're going to do it. First time I ventured out for any time. Looks like a root cellar. Yeah, that's what she needs. She don't need to put all that in the storm shelter. Then we won't be able to get in the storm shelter if we had to get in it. I'm going to have to show him Danny and Wanda's. It's just big enough to have canning shelves and space, and then there's another little area of space where they have their chairs and things in case of a storm. But what better thing than to have all your food down there? That's my thinking. This looks like a tomato. Oh, no. You got sunburned. They don't say they agree with you. Dual purpose.
Working on
Storm
mud,
shelter
push mower, and brush
/
hog.
roof shelter.
See, J-Dog is with me.
Yeah,
That is my bud.
J-Dog, you don't understand though. It'll start out a little bit in there, and then directly it'll overtake it.
Yeah, Mud Hut. He's been in the ministry nearly 30 years. Well, about maybe 27. That is nearly 30 years. I lose count.
Ever since 94.
Yeah.
How long is that?
26, 25, 26. I thought you were doing that before
25.
Michaela was born. She was born in 94. Peanut peppers. How are you? Yeah, we should have done a root cellar when we built this house, but I wasn't thinking like that. I was thinking just do it as inexpensive as possible, do as much work on it as we could ourselves, and that way if something happened to the 2-patient crew, I wouldn't have to go back to a public job. I could go clean something and make enough money to cover the payment.
Yeah, our budget won't either, J-Dog.
That's true.
Let's see, motor got locked up, and I put a
Can't get it to start.
lawnmower.
Yeah, on this mower, push mower.
Push mower.
Yeah, I think that's what he said he was working on.
Just make sure, Foxy, make sure you're getting fuel and take your spark plug and hook it to your spark plug wire and kind of ground it out side of the head over there or something other, and pull your rope and see if it's firing good. Make sure it's not just dull looking fire that's going through your plug.
I'm trying to see what the temperature is here. It's 91 right now, and the humidity is 51%. So it feels like 97. Actually, it feels like 100.
Oh, Kilter. What's up?
Hey, Hoss. How are you? Are you ready for school to go back in? So you can boss all those kids around. I think he's got 6th graders.
I think Hoss, when that child that I come across that earlier, I've been so busy, but doing the, was it the homemade fence post puller? Is that y'all?
So ready. Eli, I don't have any livestock like that. I had horses, and a few years ago with the thyroid stuff, I was not well enough to take care of them. And the girls are grown and married and gone, so they left their horses with me, and they weren't coming to help me tend to them. And in the wintertime, I was having to push those huge brown bales because the ground was so boggy by hand down the hill
Peppers
to get them in the fence to them, and it was more than I could handle at that time. So the old timer said that winter was going to be rough, and I just made that decision and sold them.
Yeah,
and I miss them every day.
I'm gonna get over our house and check that video out. I want to see that. I thought that was y'all. I come across it, but I haven't had a chance yet to check it out. I'm gonna get over and check it out.
Yeah, 90 feels like 100, so it's 100. That's right. I agree. Totally agree.
Is it on just like T-post or any kind of post? Got to cook some supper. All right, Coon Ridge. Appreciate you coming in there. Cook up something good.
Yeah. Thank you for coming by. Y'all be watching your live stream notifications, because in a little while, Bear and Chris, so that single dad and Big Bear Homestead, are going to be together, and they're going to be throwing up some lives. And I got to think of some ways to harass them.
Hello to Hive and Homestead.
Hey, through my kitchen window, how are you?
That's cool, Hoss. I'm going to check that video out. Definitely, I'm interested in something like that. We got a bunch of T-posts here we want to pull up on some cross fences and stuff that we got. And I've got one at work, but it's slow.
Foxy, take care. Do you sit down video and shoot it to me? I don't care. I'll watch it.
All right, Foxy. Like I said, on the lawnmower, check that. Make sure it's getting fuel, and if you put a new plug in it, if you hadn't, start with that. Put a new spark plug in it, and just lay it on the side of your head there and pull your rope. You can see if it's firing across that plug prong there. And if it's firing and getting fuel, it should do something.
Mud Hut, I'm still trying to figure that out.
All right, J-Dog.
This was my first year to do an in-ground garden like that. And so I did grow enough of a few things, kind of, maybe for this year, but next year I have a lot more plans.
8 by 24 bucks. That's pretty good size, Claybank.
Tracy, what kind of ducks do you have? I want Indian runner ducks. Yeah, Scott, you can help me get in on that. I figured they're going to get in the middle of live and I'm going to start shooting the Marco Polos, which will mess up their stream just a little bit. It'll make it bleep in and out. So if y'all see a bleep in and out, you'll know it's Mimsy messing with the boys.
Got 11 Indian runners. Wow.
Ah, that's what I want, Indian runners. My one of my best friends, her and her husband bought Indian runners this year, and they're truck drivers. So when they were babies, they had went out of town, and I got to babysit the ducks, kind of. Not here. I went to their house and made sure that they had plenty of water and feed, and that they were safe and all that kind of stuff in their place. But man, I loved it. I just wanted to pick them up and kiss on them, but they didn't want them socialized like that. They would have thought I was their duck mommy if I had my way. Man.
You're absolutely right. Life without a dream is just breathing. You're just existing.
Jen, I'm going to get them somehow, some way. They'll probably ignore me, but it'll make a glitch anyway. Then they'll probably cuss at me. That's okay, too. I'll get on live and talk about them. Tracy, I was going to ask you this. Really? Do any of your runners have the mallard head, the dark green? The rest act like you're going to eat them. Because I've been looking, I've seen pictures of them in advertisements, but then when I was getting ready, I was thinking about ordering. I decided to wait and hold off just a little bit longer, but I want a male that looks like a mallard. A drake that looks like a mallard. Your black runner does when the sun hits him. Oh, I didn't think I would like the black ones, but they're pretty too.
So they're just not very people friendly ducks. I mean,
I think it's all in how their personalities are, just like dogs or whatever. Some of them are hyper and flighty. They don't fly away, but you know, they just get away from you. But they're good for grubs and stuff.
Yeah, it's better to be skittish than aggressive towards you.
No, they're not aggressive at all.
I don't like the ones that are aggressive. If you go around them and they're all the time aggressive.
That's geese. Geese are more aggressive. Half run, half runner with a green head. Oh, I'd like to see pictures of that. But that's what I want. He's going to, my friend, they're going to buy a lot more and then they want to breed them and sell them. And so I'll get them from them. But all of theirs are that cream and white. Hey, George.
What's up, George?
And then black. They bought a mixed assortment and that's what they got.
Are they hard to train? Or they learn pretty quick?
They learn fast. Jimmy tells his to come see Daddy, and here they come, or go get in the bed, or all ducks get to quacking, and they all come.
That's cool.
You know, like, I don't know if you've ever watched Morgan at Goldshaw Farm. He'll tell his all ducks go to bed, and they just
all right to their place.
Sit
there. Service cut.
Okay. We're gonna be looking for y'all's live. We saw where you were trying to practice. I said they're trying to figure it out like me. What did I miss?
Go to bed on command.
trying to-
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Hey,
Just
mine
gotta take
better
out
than the
some time
kids.
with them. Yeah. They
All
are
right,
precious.
Helen. Appreciate you coming in. Have a good evening.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, Morgan will tell his all ducks get to quacking, and that's when they come out in the daytime and in the mornings, you know. And then he'll tell them all ducks go to bed, and they all line up and go to bed.
Hey, Brenda.
Hey, Miss Brenda.
How are you?
So
George, you can get your chickens to follow you. That's pretty cool, too.
yeah, they know you're gonna feed them.
Hello, Pajama Bottom Mama.
How are you?
That's Mama Nate. What's going on?
How you doing, Steph? Got chickens. How old are hens when they stop laying eggs? Ask George. I don't have chickens.
Yes. How old are chickens when they stop laying eggs?
All you chicken folks, jump in here and answer that.
I have no idea.
I know they're usually, 11 months before they start laying eggs?
I know that time we went out in Colorado and brought all those hens from Colorado back to Mississippi. After so long, they get to where they don't, and in the houses, I guess, they get to where they don't produce a certain amount. Then they get rid of them and get some new ones in, but I don't know how long that is.
Tracy says she always eats them before they get old enough to stop laying.
If they don't produce, then eat.
Pajama Bottom Mama.
3 years old.
Did y'all get a lot of rain? Is that what caused your root rot? They lay eggs forever, but they slow down and become infrequent.
George said up to 4 years, 1 egg a day, and about 3 a week. Oh, okay.
On the road. All right. Mr. Paul driving, I hope.
All right, y'all be careful on that road.
Watch the Old Alabama Gardener. He can tell you how to fix all that stuff. Let me see if I can post a link for you. Let's see. My mind just went blank about what I was
That
thinking.
sounds about right, Joe. You sound like you're about right on key with the age. Had a lady that our secretary that works for us. She we've been getting all of our eggs from her, and they're getting out of the egg business, chicken business. So now we got to try to find somebody else because we go through a lot of eggs.
Yeah, we're talking about like the 18 count cartons. I go through 7 of those at least a month.
We need to get chickens, but right now we just got so much other stuff going on till we don't want to overload ourselves with everything.
Yeah, I've got to get a larger greenhouse built first before I take on any kind of critter. And I would like to have meat chickens, but that's a like to have. I don't think I could do it because once I look it in the eye, it's a pet.
Mother said they had one when they were growing up and laid eggs at 9 years of age.
Whoa.
But just
okay, Pajama Bottom Mama. I just posted Old Alabama Gardener's channel link. He's got lots of videos on tomatoes. The root rot, the blossom end rot. He's got a remedy for everything. And you can comment on one of his videos and tell him Mimsy sent you.
Single man.
He'll email me and let me know.
Sheep.
He's so good to me.
Now, that brings up a question on sheep.
It's too hot here for sheep.
Well, I'm just curious of when you shed them, how many times can you do that on sheep? Is there a limit to that? I mean, do they get to a certain age where?
Kathy Campbell ducks.
I didn't know if there was a limit on their age on that or not on sheep.
That's Hyman Homestead. That's what Morgan at Goldshall Farm has too. He's got some other ones too, but he mainly does the khaki Campbell. And the Indian runner ducks are a relative to the khaki Campbell. But I want the Indian runners because they are less likely to tear up the garden. They'll dig for slugs and things like that, and that's going to be a lot cheaper than buying beer all the time. It's not real cool for me to be walking in the store buying beer, but I will do it to kill the slugs, and that does work.
Dave said, just name all the chickens trolling, and you can whack them.
No, if I look it in the eye, it's a pet. I promise. I'll be naming them and cuddling them and kissing them and everything else. That's just me.
Can't do it. Sheep meat. I've never had it. I ate goat one time, and I don't know if that was fixed properly, but I haven't eaten any since. So I kind of turned me off on goat. But I've heard you got to know how to cook it and cook it right, and it's good. So, not saying I'm not going to try it again, but I'm a little leery of it.
Tracy, I don't do the greens or I don't do strawberries at all. But don't do greens or haven't done greens in the garden other than tomatoes, peas, stuff like that.
Is that the only thing they'll
all that's
go
out
after?
In my front flower beds or food beds. So I don't know. That's what I was told.
Just the greens and strawberries.
I was told to fence around my garden and put them in there. P. Allen Smith has a video on that of where he lets his go through his garden too.
Goat-proof fence.
Have someone come when you are shopping, take care of them. That's an idea, Michelle. But I'd probably grieve like I did for my horses.
That's what we'd have to do.
They came and got my horses
when
I sold them when I was not here.
We'll get rid of the chickens. We'd have to have somebody catch us when we're gone and come in here and do it.
Mud Hut.
Blossoming.
Mine's having that Anthocyanthus problem where you pick them and then before you can get them in the house good, or they're kind of bruised or part of them's mushy here or there. It's some kind of disease.
Cook it low and slow. Oh, the goat. George, that was talking about cooking low and slow, the goat.
Let me see. Blossom end rot. Yeah. Calcium is the problem on the blossom end rot. And Old Alabama Gardener's got a simple recipe.
Okay, Steph. Appreciate it. Have a good evening. Appreciate you coming in.
Later on, Steph, girl.
Lack of calcium.
Processor for the chickens. I don't know. We don't have a local processor.
Yeah, start out with the babies first, Michelle. Sheep and goat. Okay. How big of a difference in taste is there between the sheep and a goat?
Okay, Tracy. That makes sense. That's probably why I was told that, because the garden was already up and going pretty good. And I don't plan to keep them in there all the time anyway. I just want to, my problem was the pepper plants. When they were real small, the slugs tore them up and stunted their growth too.
Never had.
So I put beer, Budweiser, in shallow dishes out there by the plants, and that would draw those slugs and kill them. And so that's why I want the Indian runners, because I know that they like the slugs. And they can be known as the slug thug killer instead of me. I have a short video out, comical. I did an 8-minute long one, and then I cut it down to a minute and something about the slugs and the beer and stuff. And boy, so then I got known as the slug thug killer. Then I got known for my modding skills. I said, I guess I will not be known for the garden. Oh,
Well, us runners also love beer. Uh-oh.
Ask you how you know that. Well, once the plants got bigger, I didn't have to keep doing that. It was just when they were so little, the slugs were.
They were getting on it before the plant had really time to
establish
to mature.
But once they got bigger, I didn't have that problem. So I had went to Sam's and bought one of those big cases of Budweiser, and it's still in the old fridge that doesn't work. I just put it in there for storage. It's still in there. I may use 4 or 5 cans out of that case.
I'm gonna try me some sheep one day.
With the aggravation. Slow mo tried Doug's in beer at the same time. Doug's drank up the beer. My golden retriever drank beer a few times. Yeah, the cat got in it once. I don't think the cat really liked it though. But no, Maggie,
We could train them now to kill slugs. It'd be all right.
But they like those mole crickets. They get the crickets. And they need to kill the snakes. That's what I need going. Y'all, when I was doing
help animals live. How are you?
Doing all those weeds. I had on flip-flops like a dummy. I was out there I stomped all around that snake. 15 minutes, I know. Reaching down, grabbing weeds. Pulling up squash stands.
There's nothing worse than a drunk duck.
Well, they make drunk chicken. You cook a drunk chicken. But anyway, that was not fun. Reaching down and almost picking up that copperhead. And then a couple days after that, on the other end of the garden was a baby snake. It must have been just hatched out or a day old or something. So Mama was still around there. That freaked me out. I don't do snakes. So needless to say, I will not wear the flip-flops in the garden anymore. And I'm very careful before I stick my hands down there. And next year, it's not going to be a pretty garden with all the pretty mulch and all that stuff. Nope. That's just camouflage for the snakes. So next year, we'll have either black fabric garden cloth, or I'm going to try to get some of these billboard sign plastics. Jim and I Homestead, Denise told me about that. They take the old billboard signs down that people use, politicians and stuff, or salespeople, insurance people. They take those down, and you can get those and turn them upside down. And it's black.
Michelle Help Animals Live comes in always on the timing, don't it?
Yeah.
Somebody come in. I think I'm forgetting how it's Chris and Chris from McClendon's was talking about deer hunting or something other. Now we get talking about drunk ducks.
Yeah. Help Animal Lives was talking about me putting beer in the garden in shallow dishes because it draws slugs. Get them, from destroying the younger plants. And then it went from that to people's dogs and cats drinking the beer and ducks drinking the beer. Should try some brewer's yeast on the slugs and see if that works. No noodling for you then, huh? No, I'm not going noodling. I never had the desire to do that. I don't even like to watch those idiots on TV do that.
I like to watch them. I don't care nothing about going doing it.
Yeah, I'm not interested in sticking my arm up in some big old catfish's mouth. I would like to catch a big old catfish like that. Noodling. It is a method of fishing.
It's where you feel with your feet the fish, or either have a box or something to set out, and that fish should get in that box, catfish. And they put their feet in there and kind of scrounge around a little bit to feel, make sure it's a catfish before they put their hand in there. And then a lot of them will put a glove on their hand, but a lot of them will go in there with barehanded. And once they find out there's a fish in there, then they'll go down and feel around. They'll let that fish bite onto their hand, and they bring him out.
Not for
They're
me.
braver than I am.
I like to fish. I like to go fishing with him because I can outfish him. Most of the time, I just like to ride in the boat and get some sun. Until he made a competition, and then I'm very competitive. Flip-flops, and I thought of you. Yeah, I need to Marco Jen and tell her to quit doing that.
Yeah, ain't no doubt. It's a test of insanity.
There's Jason and Robin.
What's up, Jason? How are y'all?
It's all caps. That must be Robin. Are y'all there yet? That's the question. Are you there yet?
Are we here yet?
Chris, Marco does a couple hours ago and said they were halfway. Nope. So you're not there yet.
Wow.
Well, goodness. Is Jason driving safe enough for you? And you tell him when him and Chris get together and they decide to do some lives, if he gets some glitches, it's just me. Mark, you doing devotional videos? That's good.
Yeah, man.
Post up a link to your channel. Well, I don't know if you can. Let me see if I can. And we'll let everybody go watch that.
Yeah, because I don't know if I've seen them.
I came up with the wrong person. Let's see if I can do
this. She wait a minute. It says it is Jason. We're at the house.
Oh, are you? Well, I got confused on the note and the yes then a while ago. And you're typing in all caps, so that threw me off. Because Robin says she types in all caps. Y'all just messing with me. Thanks.
Keep her on her toes.
Mr. Jack. Let's see here. All right. Let me copy this link for y'all.
All right. Oh, George, appreciate you coming in, buddy. Have a good evening. Catch you next time.
Well, who did I miss? Oh, George.
Yeah, he says.
See you later, George.
Yeah, them snakes will make you want to do the garden totally raised bed.
Well,
they can get it.
We are going to build some raised beds, at least knee high. I only caps when I'm trying to get your attention. Girl. Okay. I'm posting Mark Rob's channel link right there. Y'all can go check out some of his devotions.
Looking forward to that.
And see what you think. And there's
that's
trouble.
Right. Well, it could be anything in there.
No, Trouble's sitting right here. You know that. She's the good one. Spiders don't bother me in the garden. I don't really like those brown, bigger ones that kind of look like a recluse. But they can run all over my hands, and I just either flick them off real easy or just wait till they move on. I hadn't had a fear of that at all. So I want those spiders there. I'm hoping they're eating the bad things. Yeah, but the snakes have made me reconsider buying a pistol. I'm not a gun hater. I like them as long as they're in his hand. I'm afraid I'm too much of a Barney Fife and that I would shoot myself in the foot. That's my issue with guns. That's not that I have a problem.
That's me. I ain't really afraid of snakes. As long as I know where they're at, know where they're going, I stay where I'm at. Or spider, as long as I don't like surprising. They surprise me now. That ain't good.
If a spider touches you, you're running the place down. No, man. You the trapper, the great trapper. You're supposed to be able to handle that.
We was talking about noodling earlier, Jason. You ever You've been noodling, hand noodling for catfish?
Purple paisley planner. Hi. How are you? Just practice safety and I'll be fine. 60 I'll make the snake shot.
Make a snake shot? Huh.
I have some for your 9mm. Huh. Well, when talking to Chris, he suggests that I get a 22.
Hello, Purple Paisley Planner. How are you? The snake screech.
So that's what I'm looking at. I had looked at a Ruger or something or other. What was that thing I had looked at the gun show? And I talked myself out of it.
I don't remember.
And then Chris said, well, you need to get a 22 for home security and snakes and around the farm and all that kind of stuff. So now I'm looking at that. I just don't want to spend a big pile of money. Doing good, Purple Paisley. Yeah, fat worms. Tracy, I think that when that copperhead was there, I mean, I had a garden hoe. I can't really use it in my garden because of the mulch and the black fabric and stuff in the walkways. But I took that thing and I chopped at the ground at least until I thought what I was looking at was earthworms. I don't like copperheads. That scared me.
Some of them bigger ones.
And it wasn't big. It was, like a teenage size is what I call it. It wasn't an adult snake. So
I didn't know they made
if it had bit me, that would have been more dangerous than an adult one. And
that's what she's needing, probably something like a 22. I don't
jump off. I need lightweight.
I don't think she needs anything like a 380 because those things are pretty loud.
Yeah, I just want something to pop a snake with. Or at least, make me feel like I'm doing something.
Yeah, it's going to
Got
be one of
the I'm glad.
Hello, Soggy Bottom Homestead.
Go with a 9mm. They're heavier, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. Which I used to be worried about, like cocking it because I didn't have much hand strength. But after pulling off those weeds, I've got some grip now. So I probably could do whatever. You're pretty scrawny.
38.
I ain't scrawny. I'm a weakling though.
I need something that the ammo's gonna be not too expensive for because
back around easy. See, that's
she may shoot
that. I
20
think that's
times.
why Chris said I needed a 22.
She may shoot 20 times.
Okay.
Oh, that bird shot in the kicking box. Yeah, that don't work too good.
Well, I don't know that I need more power. Y'all, I could blow my whole leg off, not just my foot.
I got a worker from the small to the larger caliber.
Mud hut. If you need to get rid of raccoons and groundhogs, things like that, then you need to be talking to Jason at Big Bear Homestead. And Jason, link yourself in there if you're still listening. If not, I'll link you. But you need to get in touch with him. BigBearFarms@hotmail.com. That is a good way to get a hold of him. He can help you with that stuff. I'm not even good with that.
Geeky Guards, I don't think I want me no snake. Now, I've heard a lot of people said they tried it. I just don't think I want me none.
Let's see. Big Bear Farms.
Yeah, 357, bad boy.
Oh, I misspelled that. Shoot. Now it's going to take me a second longer.
I want to get me a 40 caliber, I think. I like the 45s, but man, the ammo was expensive on them.
Yeah, I hope ammo's cheap for a 22 because it's going to take me a couple boxes to get comfortable.
That's be the only way, Michelle, that I'd eat. Somebody had to cook it and not tell me what it was. That's the only way she can get me to eat mushrooms. Is put them in something that I can't see them. If I see them, I'll pick them out.
38, 357 is a bad one.
Oh, really? In California? They're high out there? they've went up around here, but only there for a little while. I guess when it became, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff that was going on. There was a shortage of it, so it's kind of calmed down here lately. And so the 22s are they're not that expensive anymore.
Jump off. We in Mississippi. We ain't got no buffalo.
Buffalo. We got some
nice
cows that look like buffalo sometimes. Especially when they get out on this highway and get hit, we have to go get them.
No, I've not seen it. I haven't watched any movies. I watch YouTube. That's about all I watch.
I hadn't seen that, Heather. I have to catch that on some commercials or something other. Sounds like a good movie, though.
You see that one back there trying to get up? He keeps my TV on Westerns all the time.
We did here for a while. I'm not sure anymore. I hadn't bought any in a while. Single man, I don't know. But, yeah, it may be that way here, too. Like I said, I haven't bought any in a while.
Hey, Rachel. What you doing, girlfriend?
What's up, Rachel?
Did you get your bamboo trellis finished? 10 miles from Memphis on Arkansas.
Oh.
We're in southeast Mississippi, so we're probably 5 hours from you.
About 6 and a half, probably.
Now, why you want to stretch the time like a catfish? I mean, you tell somebody one thing and he gonna stretch.
Because it's 5 hours, 5.5 hours from here to Memphis.
Well,
and he's only 10 miles from Arkansas side.
Okay,
So
but it's only 6 hours from here to Searcy, Arkansas.
It's northeast Memphis.
Okay.
So that's why I said 6 hours.
Hey, Stringfield Ridge. Yeah, he likes his westerns, but it gets kind of rough in here when he's wanting them cranked up super loud so he can hear it, and then Mom's got her preaching going super loud, and all I want to do is run out the door to the garden.
Not today, Willie Parker. I hadn't had one today. I got one left out of my big old box the other day that I showed Mark at Overlook Valley, and I got one of the jumbo oatmeal cream pies. I got one left. I'm saving.
I can't wait to see it, Rachel. It's commercial waiting for one of the channels. Okay. Hey, Lonely Prepper. How close to Mobile? An hour and a half?
Yeah, about 85 miles. 85 miles.
Yep.
It wouldn't be that far in town if they would four lane it, but Alabama will not four lane their part.
Yeah, the way we go is 2 lane through the woods most of the way, not all the way. We go down through Citronelle, State Line, and Citronelle, and
Crystal Creek,
Chinchilla.
Where are you?
Close to Sims, that way.
Where are you from, Crystal Creek? Exactly.
Don't give your.
Just
close to Loosedale.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I go to the UPEC farm at Loosedale.
About 60 some odd miles from Loosedale.
Yeah. I see. I missed something somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Stringfield Ridge is needing. Rachel's needing Stringfield Ridge to email, and that's what I missed.
Yeah, Heather, he's bringing it up. I'm okay with it though.
That's salty for y'all.
Lonely Prepper Homestead. Did I miss them?
Meridian. You ain't far at all.
Who's
50 miles. Lonely Prepper.
Oh, okay.
You need to come see us.
We ain't about an hour from there. Give or take a few minutes.
Yeah. Used to have to go to Meridian all the time. Our youngest daughter lived in Butler. And when she was pregnant the first time, I was constantly having to take her to the doctor in Meridian. And then they switched her to Birmingham, so we were having to drive to Birmingham every time.
Crystal Springs. I know where that's at.
Yeah. That's not too terribly far.
We did a lot of, when I was driving a log truck, we did a lot of work around Crystal Springs, Hazelhurst, over in that area, Georgetown, all in there. Very familiar with Crystal Springs.
Yeah. I can't believe y'all are in Meridian and I didn't know that.
Here, Willie Parker, it's sunny and hot.
Between Montgomery and Birmingham. I thought y'all were here in Mississippi somewhere. I guess because y'all were at the Deep South Homestead Gathering. I may have got y'all confused with somebody else's location.
It's still not terrible. 4 hours. Not sure on Montgomery. Maybe a little closer to Montgomery. I'm not sure on that.
Right.
Yeah, Crystal Creek is pretty neat. It's been a while. I'm sure it's grown up some since I've been through there last. It's been a while since I've been through Crystal Springs. Same in North Carolina. Y'all have very much humidity with your heat? That's
Tracy,
sometimes it's not the
family is
temperature
in
down
Ohio.
here.
You could get with them. They probably know exactly what's when, where, and how close. One more 10-foot post to stand.
Oh, okay.
Girl, you be making
Rachel.
it so cool looking. I love it. Get back to work. I hope your video,
take
when I got
frequent
Megan
breaks.
videoing you.
Oh, really? Y'all do have it there, huh? I went North Carolina once. It's been several years ago. I went with a buddy of mine. We went up there. Somebody was giving him a miniature horse, and they do a Christmas in the Hollow thing here every year, where they put up, I don't know, thousands and thousands of
Hundreds
lights
of thousands of lights.
and they had all these little miniature horses. So this guy gave him one, and we went up there, and I got to see the neatest little thing. The guy, when we got there to load the horse up, he was getting.
Hey, Grandma's so happy. How are you?
Told us to come around here and show him something.
Babysitting all those grandbabies today.
He showed us a miniature black stag. That was the prettiest thing I've ever laid eyes on. That thing was beautiful.
Willie, are y'all close to Chris and Darlene at Homestead and the Hard Way? Well, Tracy, then you're going to have to save up for a road trip. We'll be, in November, we'll be at the Stivers Harvest Gathering. And in the spring, we'll be at Deep South Homestead Gathering. We're helping Mr. Danny and Miss Wanda with that. Jen and I from Fairy Tale Creations are helping them get that together this time. And then we'll be at the Shindig. They've not set a date for that. But now Deep South Homestead Gathering, that's March 21st. And that'll be in Perkiston, Mississippi, close to Wiggins. Not exactly where they had it last year. They've got the Magnolia Community Center rented this time. Better facility.
Oh, probably. I don't know. Stivers will be closer or not.
Tracy, it don't matter if you're shy. Just come on. You'll know me
Grandma,
when you see
so
me come
happy.
out and let me know who you are, and I'll just take you
How are
right under
you?
my wing, and you can hang out with me, and I'll introduce you to everybody, and then you'll be over the shy stuff. Chris will be there, and I'll introduce you to him.
Stringfield, y'all going to Deep South and the Shindig?
Whoop,
All
whoop,
right.
whoop. I'm so glad you're
Look forward
coming
to
back
meeting
to
you.
Deep South. That's where I met Tracy the first
What
time.
are the dates? I know
What are the dates?
Stivers are.
November 2nd.
Yeah.
Shindig doesn't have a date yet.
No.
March 21st is Deep South Homestead Gathering. The Bayou Bash for next June is June the 20th.
Yeah, still
And that's
August.
going to be at Lake Charles, Louisiana at the Coliseum, the Burton Coliseum. They've got the whole Coliseum. Chris, homesteading, not single dad homesteading.
In Northeast Tennessee.
Chris is planning on doing a meetup sometime next year in the Appalachians, northwest, Unicoi, Tennessee. Yeah, single dad. Chris Prevette. I'm sorry, I call him Chris, and I call Jason from Big Bear Bear, and I don't know why it just pokes in my head. I don't know if anybody else does that or not, but I do it. He ain't told me not to. If he tells me not to, I won't. Maybe. Might do it to aggravate him. I think of them boys as little brothers. They think I'm their age, and I'm not. I'm 5 years older than them. So I get to boss them around. Excuse me. Let me make sure that's not his work phone.
Yeah. He goes by Chris. When we ain't picking at him. I don't know who it was.
Oh, that was Neil.
Oh, was it?
Yep. I told him we were on a live stream. So he may jump on.
Yes. Tracy said, no, never mind. You mean single dad. I forgot he has a real name.
Yeah, we already discussed all that. Tracy and I have been having our own conversation right here while you've been talking to everybody else.
I guess. I'm trying to watch all these comments coming in. Just call him
Tracy,
Preacher Man.
come on.
That's right.
I was shy. My first one was Deep South last year, and I was pretty shy except for
Searcy, Arkansas, Crystal Creek is where the shindig is.
Yeah.
Searcy.
But they don't have a date set yet, and they're still considering as to whether they're going to make that a 2-day event or not. I really hope they do. Three
Geeky Guards. I know how you feel. Sometimes that's what I do. I just use channel names unless it dawns on me just exactly the right name, but I'll be calling wrong names.
Mr.
I have done that before.
You had me fooled. When I see the title Geeky Gardens, I'm thinking, yeah, he's a garden fanatic or something. I didn't know you were Geek Squad geeky. All this tech support problem I was having, you should have been helping me out. And also, you said you was practicing your mod skills. I don't buy that no more either.
It's Terry at Grandma's So Happy Homestead. Terry.
Yeah. His channel is PoorBoy Homestead. If you hadn't seen that, if you or Katie hadn't seen that.
When he woke up this morning to turn the central air on, I heard that.
Well, let me see if I can pull that up for you.
I don't think ours is cut off a whole lot today. Nice to meet you too, Grandma. So happy.
That's Katie's mom. She's a sweetheart. Just no Geek 35's programs and how I grow plants.
Nothing wrong with that.
I like your channel. But I was glad to actually see you the other day on your video I watched. Yeah, Tracy, we have a lot of fun. It's a family. That's just how it is. Yeah, Miss Grandma's So Happy. That's Miss Bonnie. I never call her by her name, though.
I'll try to remember that. I can't make no promises. Single man said, what is air conditioning?
All right, Miss Bonnie.
Something
Here
in the deep south you got to have.
Terry's channel link. What is air conditioning? Eli, I'm spoiled. Terry asked me if I ever wanted to do the off-grid stuff. I mean, he was just asking, I guess. I don't know why, because that ain't ever going to happen with me unless, we have an EMP strike or something. I'm spoiled. I got to have that air. I don't mind being out in the heat all day long as long as I got some air to come into. The window hooked up. Yeah.
That's it.
80 miles an hour.
For years in my vehicles, that's all the air I had.
You're in California, though, right? Jump off. So y'all have that really fast speed limit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, unless the sun goes down. They're supposed to do it rain, sleet, snow, or shine. They wait till the sun goes down. Stuck in the window.
Hey,
that's how he was.
That's exactly right. I didn't have AC until we got married and had a place of our own.
And it made him sick for a long time.
I was used to a window fan. And in the mornings, you'd wake up in the winter and it'd be so cold your breath would crystallize before you get out of bed.
Homestead, how are you? It's 105 right now. What's your humidity like, though? I think it's a total different type of heat. Green beans picked. Yay for green beans. My yard lawns are doing really well. We got a good rain the other day, about 2 inches. And, man, it just made those things go crazy. And I was actually considering pulling the vine down, but not now. And my Kentucky Wonders are actually doing something again, so they're staying. And I still haven't pulled the purple hulls up. I was trying to leave them there for the nitrogen, and somebody reminded me to just cut them off and leave the roots in the ground. I did that last year. I don't know why I forgot about that, because I had them in my fall practice garden.
We would be freezing, jump off if it was just 15% humidity here.
Yeah, it's 51% humidity here this afternoon.
And it gets up to like 90% of humidity.
I won't check the mail until the sun goes down. Okay, I got you.
And what's ironic is that I was born and raised in the South down here, the extreme South. But when I get up in the northern part where the air gets thinner, I don't have a problem breathing. Some of the doctors that I've been to said it's because I had a lot of oxygen in my blood. I don't know if that made the difference or whatever, but a lot of people get it where it's hard to breathe when they first get there. But unless it just starts now, I've never had that problem. It never affected me like that.
Yeah, Tracy, it's Green Dream Project. Let me get you their link. That is Jim and Jessica Bonilla. They're great. You'll love them.
Yeah, no doubt, Jump Off. You need a lot of sweet tea, cold sweet tea. %87% humidity. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. That's the humidity percentage we used to.
Geeky got it for you, Tracy. You see where Geeky Gardens just posted it, and then I posted it. But I got it.
Finally beat Anna. Good job.
I'm on a cell phone trying to do it. I was over there on that computer. I might would have beat you. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's some trouble about them shower storms that come through in the daylight like that. If it has a chance for the sun to come back out, it makes it twice as hot.
You can email on my live last night, or did you email it? No, I didn't email it, but you can Marco me, but I can put it in right here. That's no big deal.
It's all right, Geek. Somebody got to keep her on her toes.
Make sure I spelled it right. There you go, Teresa. I'm serious. I want an extra large. No, change that. Make it a size large, because all the extra larges are getting too big now. Navy blue Stringfield Ridge Farm shirt. And if you want to swap shirts, I'll do that with you. You wait till y'all see Bub's shirts. I hope he got them today.
Oh.
I was going to wear mine, but I didn't, because he's not gotten them yet. And so I want him to be able to reveal them first.
Yeah, if they don't put sugar in my tea, I just soon not have it. I can't handle that.
Tracy, he's still full of information that you could use on water catchments and building projects and all kinds of things, and how they're doing things. They're out there by themselves now. They did have some friends that lived in their little area. Yeah, Tracy, I've got them. Like this one he's got on, it's royal blue. I don't know if y'all can see it with the camera color or not, but it's got Mimsy's Garden logo here, and then it's real big on the back. And then I've got a coral colored one.
I need to stand up and display it.
If you want to, I don't know. You don't have to. It's up to you.
I don't know if they can see it or not. Let me stand up. I can't.
He's all trying to be all pretty. See, it's got the Mimsy's Garden on it and the YouTube symbol. Okay, that's good. But I also have it in coral color, and I'm starting to do black ones.
You got me on payroll now?
I'm sporting your
my model fee. You ain't modeled it.
Oh, well. Here, I'll cheat. I'll model it this way. PoorBoy Homestead. That was just a quickie one that I did for him to have one when we went to Bayou Bash, because he had just started his channel then, and we really hadn't come up with a logo yet. So, I mean, I've been working on it. I just can't make a decision, and he can't make a decision, and so
I've done so much.
Hey, Jenna Tree, how are you?
We got
Tall.
some.
He's 5'11".
We got some video coverage.
All right, Eli.
Coming out on that she's gonna get all put together on my channel. Mine's mostly been about the car and races and stuff like that. So y'all gonna get to see a side of me that y'all didn't even know I did. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm gonna leave it right there. But
Any bread. All right. I've never made it. I've thought about it. Jen at Stivers makes it, and I thought about getting her recipe from her, but I hadn't done it because I'd have to modify it to be keto. I like the zoodles. You know, make a keto pasta sauce. Yeah.
All
He's
right,
gonna jump on somebody else's life.
All right, buddy. Appreciate you jumping in.
So I just make a homemade keto-friendly marinara pasta sauce and put it over zoodles. Hadn't done that in a while. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all, don't bother canning zucchini. That makes nothing but mush.
Chocolate chips.
Uh-oh. He might actually like that if I didn't tell him what it was.
The chocolate chip, what called the zucchini bread?
Yeah, zucchini.
Oh, okay.
She makes.
I look back up and find out.
Oh goodness, y'all. He won't do. 5'7", so 5'11" is tall. Well, I'm only 5'3" or 5'4". 5'3", I think. My mom's not even 5 foot, so we're on the short end of the deal. He won't eat zucchini bread either. He might if I didn't tell him what it is. I have to hide things in his food.
And gotta have them good, because if I see them, I'll pick it out. Reason why on the mushrooms, I went out in South Texas right out of high school and working out there. I ate a mushroom pizza one time and I got sick on it. And I don't know if it was a pizza or whatever or what, but I blamed it on it. So ever since then, I can't eat a mushroom.
Oh, she's missing. Oh.
What's up, Carmen? Beach Family Homestead.
Hey, Carmen.
What's up, buddy?
What you doing? Yeah, Katie's tall.
Wow. Yeah, 5'9".
Tall and pretty. It's a pretty girl. Best personality. What you doing, Carmen? Where's Shannon? I like mushrooms too. I canned them yesterday. I did put it in the notes, and I did put a clip in there. But if you're not watching the video and you're just listening, you wouldn't know it. But when you do a quick can like that, you do not get a jar full of mushrooms. If you want a jar packed full of mushrooms, you have to cook them down first. So just putting that other disclaimer in there. I did put it in the show notes of that video. But I like to can mushrooms because I like to cook with them. Of course, by the time I cook with them, I have to chop them up really, really small, or I mean, just about puree them so you don't know they're in there.
I mean, I like the flavor that they give food, but I just if I see a mushroom, I can't eat it.
Yeah, I love them. He may not want to eat the actual mushroom, but I cook lots of stuff with mushroom broth, and I never tell him. He don't know it.
I mean, I don't mind the flavor. I think it gives good flavor, but
yeah, me too. Miss Vonnie, I like them too. Anyway, I can get them.
No, eat just a mushroom.
Willie, what's going on? I have not watched news in a long time.
I seen that on Facebook earlier. About AK-47 at Walmart. Shot 18 people or something like that. I didn't catch all of it, but I was just passing through for a moment and seen that.
Teresa,
That's
did
crazy.
you get him calmed down last night? After I got off or said I was getting off with y'all, I still had the computer up because I was trying to do some stuff real quick. I was about in the floor rolling, laughing at him, cussing and ripping about whatever he was trying to film while doing it live. I was too tore up and tickled, and I wanted to comment back in there, but I was like, no, they don't even know you're still listening. Tastes like a juicy room.
It might do it, Colin. Like I said,
I miss something there.
I don't know.
What are y'all talking about? What is my take?
On the mushrooms.
Oh. I think you can take those big portobellos and use them like a hamburger bun. That's a keto recipe. But I've not tried that.
Wow.
I got you beat.
Wow.
Hey, Sheree, how are you?
Pain medicine.
He burned it. Oh, no.
Oh.
Yeah, he was getting mad before he burned it. Because you said he was scorching it. And he said at that time he wasn't. I was getting tickled. I was just too tickled.
But he said
him.
He revived it. Oh, he was trying to.
And the portobello pizza. See, I would eat that. I would totally eat that, but he won't.
Mm.
He thinks he.
Hey.
All right, Heather.
All right, Heather. Appreciate you coming in.
Yeah. If they do a live, which I'm sure they will this weekend at some point, I figured they'll do it tonight.
Use the portobello stuff, a hamburger
I'll see
patty.
you there. And if you see glitch, you'll know it's me. You just chuckle to yourself.
3 Nations.
Little tail. Because I think I said that before they got on.
I'm un-American. I know it, but
Yes, yes. Oh goodness. You'll have to take probiotics to get over the antibiotics.
all right, Gentry Homestead.
Y'all, I've got that slow roasting chicken in cast iron Dutch oven. I did that video on that. That's so easy. You just throw it together and throw it in the oven and leave it. $2.95 for 2.5, 3 hours. That's it. It smells really good too.
Pizza. I'm gonna let y'all have it now.
He won't eat it if it's got mushrooms on it.
I just cannot. I can't bring myself to do it. I got terribly sick that time, and I don't know if it was the pizza. I don't know what did it, but the timing of it, I blamed it on the pizza. So ever since then,
He blamed it on the mushrooms. He didn't even blame it on the pizza.
no, I still eat pizza. That would be totally un-American not to eat pizza.
Yeah, you can do all kinds of stuff with portobellos. I don't hardly ever buy them though. They're pricey. But I got those mushrooms the other day in those little cartons at Sam's. And I bought 6 of them, canned them up. And it is really, they really are better if you do pre-cook them and then you strain all that juice and can that broth.
So don't you plant mushrooms? Or does it have to be a certain
I'm not talented like that.
climate?
Probably the climate. Chris and them have a lot of wild mushrooms. They do all that stuff. I just buy them. Okay.
All right, Stringfield.
Teresa. Gonna go mop the floor.
That don't sound like fun.
I mopped earlier. I'm always mopping though. We have these 2 dogs in the house. And Gus misses the pad sometimes. So that's why we never put carpet in here. Because I knew that they were gonna make a mess.
I got to finish up one fitting on my wiring.
Yeah.
I call that done.
Yeah, we're not gonna be on here much longer. I've got some weed eating to do, and I need to help him finish working on the car. He's had me holding stuff while he solders at it, and so I'm kind of holding it and dodging. That solder splatters on the ground and hits me on the feet.
I've run out of hands.
All right, Iki, we may not be here when you get back, but thank you very much for modding. You're doing a great job. We need to get you a Mod Squad shirt.
Are we clear or is it pixelated, guys?
Yeah, and we didn't even ask y'all if you could hear or see or if it was real pixelated. I'm using the Logitech camera.
I know last Sunday they said it was kind of blurry and pixelated, so
I think that's because you were rocking the whole time you were talking.
I can't be still.
I told him we're gonna have to move the live stream outside on his Sunday devotions. He used to, when he would preach, he'd be pacing everywhere. Tear my aquaponics apart tomorrow and start episode 1 of the build. My fish are in desperate need of a filter upgrade. Oh, cool. See, some muscle gonna be needed there. Clear, good.
Good deal.
Slightly blurry, but still
watchable.
Just a little pixel. It must be the YouTube thing, but I can't get OBS Streamlabs to work. And I think it's because I don't have that $20 a month subscription. And so I tried StreamYards, and it required a subscription too, just to have your logo. And so I wanted it to have my logo. Because OBS, you could use your logo and your widgets and all those cute little things. And so.
And there's got to be a way of doing that. It's just, well, they are, but they wanted to charge you what?
$20 a month.
Yeah.
And I just didn't want to pay it. I mean, that's not much money, but I just didn't want to pay it. You realize how many seeds I can get for $20 in my garden? That's what I think. That's how I reason out things, whether it's a want or a need, or how many seeds can I buy with that money. So that's my thinking. Here's my posture floor light kitchen is my only hard service. Oh.
Pastor Blair Bradley from Gulfport or John Clark? On John Clark Road. I haven't, Carmen, I hadn't heard of him. Does he have a YouTube channel? I mean, or is it just local pastor or what?
If he's got a YouTube channel, we can link it. Yeah, Miss Bonnie, that's why I only did laminate throughout the house. I wanted just to do stained concrete, and he thought that was going to be expensive. He didn't really understand the concept until after he spent all the time on his knees putting down this floor.
I love y'all too.
Now he wishes he'd listen to me.
Yeah, I kind of wish now I went with stained concrete floors.
Ooh, whitish carpet. Ugh. Yeah. Which this floor is not lasting. It was the cheapest thing Lowe's had, basically, or not the cheapest, but close. It was close to the cheapest, and it's already
3.1 super top
having
radio.
issues.
Okay, I have to catch that sometime. Check him out.
It's not been down but 3 years this month. So when I rip this mess out, we're gonna buff that concrete and stain it and gloss it over. That's going to be the end of that. He's on YouTube. Well, link his channel.
All right.
It was Blair Bradley. Let me see if I can find him.
Yeah, he's on Super Talk.
Is that the name of it? Super Talk?
No, he's on 103.1 Super Talk Radio.
Oh. Blair Bradley. I got a Bradley Blair. Did I do it backwards?
I'd check him out.
Oh, you're going to have to find it for me because there is several Bradley Blairs.
Put in Blair Bradley.
I did, and it popped up the other way.
The other way. Standing by. Super Wishes Family Homestead. Hello. How are you?
Hey, Sue. How are you? All right, Carmen. I'm standing by because there's several of them out there.
We went out in Dallas, Texas a few years ago. Preached a revival for a guy out there, and had a guy coming to his church that attended his church where we was preaching a revival, and he told me when we came back that he wanted me on the radio. So he was going to put me on the radio out there. He said, "We ain't heard that kind of preaching out this way." Well, we never did get back out that way, unfortunately, but.
Yeah, we're doing good. Just been mowing grass and working on the race car today. I need to get out there and, I need to get out there and weed eat. I didn't weed eat last week, and so it's doubly looking bad. And I don't like that. I'm one of those, I want the yard looking just so. It don't have to be perfect, but I just, not pretty close. It's just me. Okay, I'm trying to find it. That link pulled me to somebody called Donald Kaiser. Oh, okay, and that's the same guy.
Covenant of Peace Church.
Yeah, but the channel that you linked is actually Donald Kaiser, Keyser.
Yes, he said.
Okay.
Go.
All right.
So, I think Crystal Creek's going on at 5.
Oh, well, they're probably already on
I
then.
think they were on.
Yeah. Y'all can go check out Crystal Creek. Let me get them. They're supposed to be live right now. They were doing some practice runs. Probably their internet guy. Let me see if I can find their stuff real quick. They were on here earlier.
We used to, the church we attended over here, they used to record ours when we would preach, and it was on the local TV cable station here on Comcast. It's pretty neat. Something you have to get used to when you're up there, just used to walking and going, and they'd have camera guys set up at 3 angles in the church that was keeping up with you. So it's pretty neat.
Oh, Lord. There's a bunch of them, too.
Morris Patch of Heaven Homestead. Hello.
So I'm y'all forgive me. I'm looking to see where they went. I don't think that's their channel.
Who?
Crystal Creek. I'm missing it somewhere. Something's not coming up right.
Oh. But
was theirs Homestead or Farm?
Crystal Creek Homestead, I think.
That may have been the problem because I just put Crystal Creek in and didn't put the whole thing. There it is, Farm. Crystal Creek
Is
Farm.
It? Okay, well, I had it backwards.
Okay, let me see if they're on live yet. No.
They're not.
Okay, I'm still gonna link their channel because they don't. Let's see.
Call me.
They
I
have
haven't been getting
329 subscribers.
You haven't been getting no wind down y'all's way, have you? Too badly. We don't like to hear too much of a wind coming in on the coast down there. Well, damn, y'all was waiting. No, not too long ago, wasn't it? Right after Barry came through, had to get up sand.
Yeah, I marked to check on y'all, and you did not answer me.
Ooh, MPE, what?
Morris Patch of Heaven, Homestead.
Well, okay.
Beach families wanting to know where you're from.
Good deal on the wind.
Okay, so I'm linking Crystal Creek. Y'all go check them out, and if you like them, you know what to do to show them some love.
Yeah.
And watch one of their videos within the first 48 hours and leave a comment. And the comment can be anything that you want it to be, or it can just be an emoji or whatever, or you can say, Mimsy sent me. Whatever you want to do. I like it when y'all tell them Mimsy sent me, because then they'll contact me and say, hey, and then I'll make a new friend. Which, I mean, we're friends. They come on our lives and
said sorry.
Different places. I know. So
Sorry, boo. It's all good.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're already part of their bandwagon. I guess that's the best way to put it. I don't know. I've made so many friends through YouTube. It's unreal. Hey, Summer.
What's up?
What you doing, girlfriend? Your video yesterday for the Stivers was really nice. I watched that. I may not have commented because I was kind of distracted by other stuff, but I did watch it.
Sometimes there get to be so many lives going on at one time. It's hard to stay on one for very long. You're trying to show support to all of them, so you kind of have to jump in on all of them.
Taking a break, eating a pizza. Oh, well, go ahead and get to it if you like it.
All right, mother. We'll catch you later on. Appreciate it.
Carmen, Morris Patch of Heaven Homestead is in Southwest Missouri. So that answers your question there.
Southwest Missouri.
Only time I've been to Missouri is when we went to Neo Show. We took a group of teenagers, seemed to be college students, to tour OBI, Ozark Bible Institute in Neosho, Missouri once. You see. Hey, I'm just trying to stay ahead of you, bud. And let everybody else know, too. So, anyway, y'all check out Crystal Creek. And if you like them, let them know I sent you. Hey. What you doing, Mark? You've already missed the Little Debbie.
I got one left, Mark. One of the gigantic oatmeal cream pies. So I'm savoring it. I'm waiting.
Because once it's gone, that is a forbidden little tramp in this house.
Mind your secret, buddy.
I was telling them early in the live what I did the other day on yours and got in trouble with Debbie, somebody or another. I wasn't talking about her.
I might, Mark. I might.
I have your address somewhere.
He's talking about I don't though.
Or it may be on your homepage. Yeah, Mark, you've been quiet for a couple days. We hadn't heard much out of you. Did I ever answer his Marco back from the other night? I know I watched it.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. There's a lot going on this week.
Congratulations on that 100.
Morris Patch of Heaven, number 100 for Growing Strong Roots. She will never forget that. I promise you. Michigan Mike was my number 100, and I will never forget him.
Overnight, that's what I'm talking about.
You still want a walkie cooler? You can overnight Little Debbie's.
Thanks. She saw it, Mark. I was trying to get her to go on past it.
All right, Brother Donnie, you too. Terry
All
will
right,
be
well,
doing
Donnie.
his devotion tomorrow. I know you'll be at church, but you can catch the replay later. He's going to do his at 11 a.m. Central Time, noon Eastern.
I watched. I don't know. I guess it was your last one that you put on. I watched it. I was good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I know you said you were getting a root canal.
Ugh.
There was something I was going to tell you though the other day. Slam forgot. It's been a week. That's all I'm going to say about that.
I wish they would affect me like that. I get the gas and the shots and
He has a real high tolerance for medicines or something. For
pain
some
medication
reason.
like that. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't really help me. That's bad in a way, but as everybody thinks you're a junkie. Never been one in my life, but I live Debbie.
Oh. Yeah. That root canal stuff is a little bit serious. I've had a couple.
And expensive.
Yeah,
they
that's
are
the
down
main
here.
problem is
They
the
are down here.
expense. I used to work for a dentist. Was a dental assistant for a few years in between nursing gigs.
Well, Donnie, appreciate that. Yeah, catch it when you can. We're just trying to do what we can, be a blessing where we can.
You've liked it about 5 times now. Oh, have you seen the one that Jason from Sow the Land is doing for Justin Rhodes? That's a pretty cool walk-in cooler setup. I mean, it looks like it's going to be big to me. I hadn't watched but one video, and the reason it caught my attention, besides the fact that they were building a big walk-in cooler, was because Chris from Single Dad had Marco'd me the day before, and he was hanging out with Jason, and he likes to do that to me. He likes to get around all these folks and Marco me, say, look who I'm with. Aggravate me. That's all right. He's going to be with Bear tonight. Okay, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him.
Yeah, it is going to be nice when they get through with it.
On the 16th. Oh, wow. Ooh. Well, clove oil, that'll numb. Help keep it numb if you get to hurting.
I'm not anxious to try it out. I'm curious to when that time comes on toothache plant, whatever you call it.
Yeah, toothache plant.
To
Grandma
see-
Rose gave me some seeds, and I grew some toothache plant. So
To
I
try
need to grow
that.
a few more because they get bigger than I thought. I thought it was just going to be this little potted plant type thing, and I actually should have put that in the ground. So,
all right, guys.
we're going to jump off. It is 5:30 here, and
hours.
I needed to weed eat and help him finish up whatever project it was we were working on. All I know is he was using a lot of solder, and I was trying not to get burned.
Toothache, Katie is needing a root canal and has to come up with $800 for this father. Where'd you get your toothache seeds plant?
Grandma Rose. But I mean, by the time she grows it, clove oil, Miss Bonnie, that will help numb it and sanitize that. And then, believe it or not, most dentists today even still use orange oil and clove oil for numbing and
Okay. Mark, y'all got one now?
antimicrobial, antibiotic properties. So, clove oil. It stings for a minute, and then it numbs.
Don't matter if you got toothache. You can handle stinging.
Oh, that is cool, Summer. Yeah, well, if you've got any of the yellow or the button buds on there, you can put that in there and bite down on it. and that's supposed to help that too. So check out Grandma Rose.
Yeah.
This is Homestead. She's probably got a video of all if God sent when it comes to it. Yeah, it is. Yeah, definitely. Clove oil. I order mine through Young Living, but you can get it from doTERRA. You can actually get it at any herb shop around you. I wouldn't buy what's at Walmart to put in your mouth just because you don't know exactly where it came from or how it was processed. But from doTERRA or Young Living, it's cold pressed and you know it's a good quality. So I would
Yeah. Supposed to be
see if somebody can get you that. And if not, you can email me and I'll get you some sent to you. Let's see. Let me put my email back in there for you.
Yeah, guys, don't forget if you get a chance, 11 o'clock tomorrow.
Y'all see me old folk. We could make the
Jump
drums
on.
spelling right.
Jump on there with us and get in there for our devotion and get behind us and help us and urge us along. And because y'all encourage me by it too, by the comments and stuff. And Anna, she'll be on the side catching all the comments. Because if I get off on reading the comments, I'm going to lose my train of thought.
Okay. That'll be fine. I may even have a new bottle here. I'm not sure. I don't keep a whole lot extra on hand for other folks. I keep a lot here for us. But I mean, I've been doing Young Living for over 10 years, so I'm on that essential reward program, and you have to spend so much a month to stay in that. So I have a big stockpile of it set back. But if I have an extra bottle, I'll sure send it to her. So, but anyway, we're going to jump off. My mom is hollering. She's not ringing the bell. She's yelling at me.
Appreciate all you guys coming in, joining in today on the live. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
God bless each and every one of you.
If you can, tomorrow, jump back on here.
Get on there.
Watch PoorBoy, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, 12 noon Eastern Time. And he'll be doing his devotion. I call it PoorBoy Church, but it's basically a devotion. Just something for those that are shut in or just don't go to church, because a lot of political stuff goes on in churches, and a lot of people are done and over with that. So, all right, Lonely Prepper, you need to get up with me. We need to get together. That would be so cool. Yeah, we're going to jump off. That's right. Son. That's right.
Jump what? I can't.
Jump off A. So we're going to jump off A. I said we're going to jump off.
Oh. Well, you know how the Southerns close out is 30 minutes later. No, not really, but we do need to get off. I know there's some other
it's a Southern goodbye
lives going on right now. You know, try to spread it around.
We got work today.
And so we do appreciate everybody coming in. Jump on there tomorrow at 11 o'clock. I'm trusting the Lord going to bless you. He'll bless your heart for it. And I feel like He's give us something to encourage. So if you can, if you're able, you don't want to miss it. So
Lonely Prepper Jen from Fairy Tale Creations is only 6 miles from me, so we can have fun. All of it.
She was on here earlier. I guess she's in Walmart. World.
We're not gonna denomination. We ain't worried about all that.
Nah, we just following the Lord. Wherever way He leads us, that's what we're doing.
We have a Pentecostal background from the time we were married. Now, I was raised Baptist and Methodist. My grandparents were Methodist. My dad went to Baptist sometimes. You know,
I preached in them all. I don't
Southern Methodist, First United Methodist. They don't. Southern Baptist, Free Will Baptist, Church of God, Holy Church of God.
I just pray about it and let the Lord lead me in the right direction on what somebody needs to hear, and that's the way we go with it.
Yeah, it's mainly to encourage. It is not to be a dogmatic thing
No.
at all. It's about Jesus, and that's about it. I mean, we don't need all the politics
All right,
stuff.
jump off.
Been there, done that. All right.
We'll catch you on
We're
that
going.
flip flight. Y'all have a good one. God bless you. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Good Lord willing.